Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you listening.
Right. Whatever you are listening, watching, whatever you are doing. What day is it? What time is it?
It's our day.
It's our day?
It's our day. Back to the day.
Yeah.
Everybody was asking me, like, wait, don't you have to the podcast today?
Really? Like for the past couple months?
Yes.
Yeah. Well.
But you can't tell people that you don't, because then they ask for stuff.
Yeah, so you've been telling them that you do?
No, I have been telling them that. I've been explaining it, but next time, I won't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been a busy past couple months, but that'll be for another episode.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to kind of talk about, well, let's address Joann's first. Because we're big into fabric and fabric stores and crafts and finding resources. And I feel like Joann's is a big resource around the country. Not necessarily in Philly or New York, because we have big fabric stores that are better than Joann's.
Mm-hmm.
But for places that don't have fabric stores,
Yeah.
Joann's is a big deal. Mm-hmm. And they're filing for bankruptcy.
Yeah. I think the bankruptcy, I don't know. What do you think?
Girl.
Because I was about to say they're closing, but I know they're not closing. So that's why I was like, what would you think?
Well, when businesses file for bankruptcy, it's really to get them out of debt. So they must be spending more than they're making.
Okay.
So
I can see that for Joann.
Yeah, so maybe they're probably spending more on their employees and their staff and their inventory than what they're actually bringing in sales. Mm-hmm. So they'll file for bankruptcy to get them out of debt or to relieve them of some debt. But in reality, are they going to close some stores? Possibly, but are they closing as a business altogether? No.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think especially because sewing is starting to become more popular. Mm-hmm. And I think that they can have a comeback and make money if they put different things in their stores instead of
closer.
Because I think they turned into like an arts and crafts store. Mm-hmm. But if they contribute more to the sewing community and the fashion community,
yeah,
and they rebrand, I think they can be saved.
Yeah, I also think they need to remodel their stores. Mm-hmm. Like the way their stores are set up, they need to refresh the way their stores are set up. Like I get it, like you want to have all the cottons on one wall and this velvet on another one. But the way everything is packed in, the prices, the barcodes, it just looks very thrown together. Mm-hmm. I think they need a more luxury layout. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of a good example of a store that is laid out well. I think it was sort of laid out well. All the stores look. I feel like for Joann's to be a craft store, I feel like they should have like displays, like like craft walls, or even like how when you go to a party, they'll have a backdrop of a flower wall or something like that. Because Joann's is a craft store where you probably get those flowers, I feel like they should have backdrop type things in their store, like little areas that make it look more of how you can use these products in a certain way. Mm-hmm. Certain stations like that. And I think it just, maybe an elevated staff team. Mm-hmm. I think the way that a business looks when you walk in or when you're trying to shop means a lot.
Right. How long has it been since you've been to Joann's?
Years.
Really? I think it's been years for me too. I went in there for like an emergency.
Right.
I needed a bobbin or something, and the fabric store was closed.
Yeah.
It was like a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I needed a sewing machine part. I don't know which one it was, but it was an emergency.
Yeah.
Even like the fabrics was really boring. Mm-hmm. Regular like printed fabrics. Mm-hmm. You might find something rare, like rarely.
Yeah. I think that it's really interesting because, well, I went to this store is called, I think it's Hobby Lobby, and I had never been there. Mm-hmm. It was in New Jersey.
What is it?
It's like a craft store. It's like an everything store. It's like house stuff, carpets, rugs, plates, stuff, and then fabric.
A hobby.
Yeah,
hobby.
Yeah, like maybe a hobby store. But But the way their fabric was set up and spread out, I really liked. It was all like, you know, those big roller, like those stacks where it's like almost like a triangle, but they have the bars going down and the fabrics are just on the rolls on the bars.
That's smart.
It was like that, but it was spread out. Like there was enough room to really go through each little section and see each fabric. It just looked very well put together. That part of their story. I can't speak to the other parts of their story because that was the only part I was interested in. That's actually where I got that cow print that I used for my bow for the fashion week fashion show fabric. Yeah, that's where I got that fabric at. And maybe they can take some tips from their section because I feel like they don't have fabric roll holders at Joann's. They just have them all on those little rectangular folds. Yeah, I'm seeing that thing. So I mean, I don't know. I hope they come back though. I do think Joann's is needed.
You think so?
Yeah. Think about it. Other places don't have a fabric row, like a whole district. Like places that really don't have fabric stores, I think Joann is needed.
Fabric stores is only popular in. We have fabric stores that is not a thing.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And then where else is fabric stores?
I saw a couple of different fabric stores. It was in Atlanta and right outside of Atlanta online, and they looked like
it was something in Atlanta. It was like a mall, but it was a
fabric.
It was fabric and it was clothes. It was like a wholesale. It's been so long ago.
Yeah, maybe I don't remember, but yeah, I guess fabric stores.
And again, all major cities that we just named.
Yeah, and I feel like crochet is becoming very popular again, and I think people probably go there for crochet materials, right?
I think art is becoming very popular.
Art in general?
In general. From, well, it could just be my newsfeed, my timeline. But just because of social media and you can post and get your business out there, I think people are starting to, like, take on a artist dreams more. So I can see it being very popular. And from Etsy. People sell whatever on Etsy. So I can see, I don't know. I can see Joanns being successful.
Yeah, they just need a rebrand.
Yeah. It's more of a back in the days, how they used to sew back in the days. It's like they need to update.
Yeah, they definitely need to update for sure.
Have you been in Michael?
Like, not necessarily for anything.
Right.
Like, they don't have fabric, do they?
How are Michael's doing?
I don't think well.
I feel like
they look slightly empty.
Yeah. I can see it, but they probably next.
Well, Michael's bought AC Moore a while ago, maybe like 2 years ago. They bought the AC Moore branches. So I assumed that they were doing better than AC Moore because AC Moore doesn't exist anymore. But maybe Michael's can buy Joann's and then they could all have all the same things.
Yes.
Because Michael's has crochet stuff, I believe.
When I walked around, I went in there. What did I go in there for? I forget what I went in there for.
I went in there for beading.
I walked around because I just was like, well, and I've seen a lot of good stuff. Yeah. The flowers was really pretty. I've seen good things. And I
think they need to change their ambiance. All these stores need to change from this hard white lighting and white floors and white towels and then like, I don't know, it just looks the layout is very boring to me. I don't know how they can make it more luxury, but I just feel like it needs an ambiance. It needs an aesthetic. It needs to be like a place to go and be seen. Like, so in Dubai, every store, and I thought that this was so crazy, but every store, every restaurant was so aesthetically pleasing. It was like everywhere you went, you could take an Instagram-worthy photo.
So is that
like maybe, and that's the thing. Like they would have like a car on display or some type of crazy backdrop, or every table would have something interesting built into the table, or a fish tank or something. Like, I feel like craft stores out of all stores have the resources to make these kind of cool display aesthetics. Yeah, I think it should be more like that.
Maybe they can do like art competitions.
Yeah.
And then if you win, your art is displayed.
Yeah, I think that would be like maybe all the stores should be more like art galleries where you can also shop.
I like that.
Like hire us to come up with ideas for your store.
Yes.
Because I'm like really trying to think like how can we save Michael's and Joann's? Because we definitely need it. I went for a walk yesterday. I took the dog out to like Kelly Drive Art Museum area, and there was a lady out there with her friend. They looked the same age, and they were both doing their own paintings in the park, like sitting on the bench. They had their easel set up, and they were both doing paintings. And I thought that was so nice. Like I used to do that when I was in LA. I would go to the park with an easel, different paints or whatever, and I would just go paint a different masterpiece every day. And then when I left to go back to Philly, I just left the artwork there. I gave it away. I just gave it away to different people. Because I wasn't about to try to fit it in my suitcase thing. We definitely need more art, so we need to keep Michael's and Joann's around. I think people are starting to realize that it's literally an investment.
Yeah.
So you probably should invest in it. I wanted to bring up this clip. This guy is talking about how to build a community around your clothing brand. Let me let you listen to this. How can I start this over?
Workshops for your customer. And it'll also give them educational value based on your brand experiences that they can apply to their own lives. So get off your devices, get outside, and create one-on-one interaction. Tip 2, what you want me to do? I'm sorry. Create a motto or a tagline. Your brand needs a hook. This is a straightforward way to communicate your brand's ethos, the spirit and driving force behind your brand. It'll give customers something easy to remember when you're not in the room. Burger King, have it your way, the gray area between black and white, off-white. Virgil was pretty much saying y'all can't put the spirit of our creativity into a box.
At this point, there's no wrong answer in design.
You get me yet?
Focus, man.
Tip 3, delete club members, an exclusive group. Giving your loyal customers early access to drops, exclusive events for the select few, exclusive pieces for the select few. I got it first. I was there. I'm the only one with it. This right here encourages culture. Martin Margiela did a great job with this with his wardrobe. Smaller collections with more exclusive pieces like shirts and sweatshirts. Hit the link in our bio for a free brand building guide. And as always, let me know how this.
Okay. So tip number 1 was creating one-on-one or community building workshops, like hosting workshops around your brand that you specialize in to invite your customer or your fellow designers, whatever, into your thought process. Tip number 2 was having a tagline, like how Burger King has Have It Your Way, or how Off-White has the gray space between white and black. Having a tagline for your brand. And tip number 3 was having exclusive drops for your VIP members, creating a sense of exclusivity for customers that have already poured into your business. So, what do you think about 1, 2, and 3?
Believe I can see it, and
having exclusive workshops.
Yeah, I only can see it because I see how successful every other designer that do workshops and places and stuff. I see how well it goes for them. It seems like it's always super big, and maybe they make more money that way. How do you feel about number 1?
Love it.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like that's really, important to me. I feel like my internships and working in my store is an exclusive workshop. Like, like, the people who work in my business always end up with businesses. And I think it's because they get to learn and see hands-on businesses run, how to talk to your customer, how to have a consultation, how to do measurements, how to track sales, how to keep track of your orders and your customers, and how to write down the different information that you need. I feel like that's an exclusive workshop that you just come to weekly. But in addition to that, even me traveling to Bali to speak to those girls, and even speaking to them on specific topics and mindset, that's an exclusive workshop that the women still write me and talk about the benefits from that. So I feel like, exclusive workshops are necessary. Even the Queen of Diamonds brunch I'm about to have, that's about to be an exclusive workshop for prom and wedding designers. just to connect with each other and, learn from each other. And I have like all these little games and stuff set up for us to get to know each other and like talk about our businesses and stuff. So I think it's necessary, and I think it's what people want. Yeah. Like, people want community. Yeah. We're itching for community.
Yeah, it's definitely necessary. I just learned it. Mm-hmm. I feel like I never thought about it, but like being at the store, I definitely learned the talent, but you forget about the business side. Mm-hmm. And it's definitely something that you need.
Yeah. It's definitely something that you need. And I feel like, I might end up having I was thinking of maybe having like exclusive days for the people who have worked in my store, where we can all come in and work on like each person work on something for their own brand, mm-hmm. but we're all going to be doing it in the same room together. Mm-hmm. I think so. One of the things with like me, you, Nia, Dominique, even though I wasn't barely there because I was running around. That was the day I was running around trying to get a certain gown done, but the conversation was really nice. Mm-hmm. Y'all were talking about, how going to church and religion and affects how you treat your customers and how you deal with your family and friends. And I think having days like that where everybody can come in and kind of work on their own thing but be in the same room, kind of talking to each other about different things about the fashion business or our businesses in particular, might be something really interesting and cool to try out, especially to record it for our content, but for other people to kind of get a peek into that room as well. I think that kind of exclusive community will be beneficial for people to see, and for you all, for all of us. Yeah.
I don't have nothing to say. Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, living it, even from when it happened years ago, it was so beneficial years ago, and now we back. Well, we're back.
Mm-hmm. Number two was tagline.
Yeah, I think it's a brand.
I'm trying to think of another brand's tagline. Like, I don't know the food ones, but fashion-wise...
Yeah, no. But can I say, like, randomly things from my childhood?
Like what? Lucky Charms? Yeah. Or... what was the brand with the leprechaun and the cookies and he was in the tree? I remember these commercials. Cereal commercials used to be popping when I was a kid. Tricks are for kids.
But I like some stuff, like Disney Channel shows, still pop in my head. Like, it'll be like a trigger word. You say, have it your way. I'm not going to do more birthday. Birthday sounds good today.
Right.
So I agree with it, because stuff from my childhood still pop in my head.
Yeah. I can't really
think of a fashion brand though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a fashion. I mean, Nike just do it. What's another one? Like, does Louis Vuitton have a tagline? Does Chanel have a tagline? Does Zara have a tagline? Like, no. I don't think so. What's another big brand? Primark, H&M,
nobody.
Lululemon, like
Nike.
Just Nike. What? The Puma? Do they have a tagline? Like Fenty? Like, even like Skims? Like, I can't think of a tagline for any current brand that I shop from or that I don't shop from. I can't think of a tagline. Or even like a popular commercial from any of these brands. Pretty Little Thing? Is the tagline the name? Pretty Little Thing? Maybe, I mean, if it does, like that tagline about Off-White, I never heard that until just now. I didn't know they had a tagline, like the space between white and black. I did not know that was the tagline for Off-White until he just said that. But do I think brands should have a tagline? I think they can. I don't think it's necessary. You can take it or leave it. I've seen brands where they'll put in their bio, like, I make women feel beautiful. Okay, are you a lash artist? Are you an eyebrow girl? Are you a hair person? Are you a fashion designer? That could be anything. You make women feel beautiful. That's nice. Are you a therapist? Like, you could be anything. I don't know. Are you a surgeon? It could be anything. But number 3 was exclusive drops. Dropping things to your own community. I think that's necessarily.
Yeah, we say that all the time.
We do say it all the time. Like, we should. What's going on with your neck?
I'm going through it.
Like, I always say I should do more exclusive drops. I feel like, do I ever? Sometimes on my text list for my website, I'll send like text messages like, this week we have this deal just for our VIP people. Do people ever buy? I would say maybe under 5% actually buy. But I think I also need to spend more on marketing. Like, I need to spend more on marketing overall. But for sure, I think I'm inching into custom being only an exclusive product. Like, I need to just limit all human beings, like, from access to me. So, same. Yeah, it's about to be. I'm gonna put out a post that says, like, for right now, I'm gonna drop the 2025 prom list exclusively to the girls who dresses this year. So, for the first draft of people who want custom for next year, you can only get access to the list if somebody who got a dress this year refers you.
Okay.
So, that'll be an exclusive drop. And then, for my 2024 class of 2024 who just finished, I think I'll probably give them an exclusive code for either a birthday dress or a homecoming dress for the next year. So I'm going to give them access to that as well.
That's smart.
Yeah. So there's that. But those are just two examples of exclusive drops that I'm going to do for my business. What about you?
Exclusive drops. I just want to be exclusive all the way. Don't want my face on my brand. Don't really want nobody to know anything. So my exclusive, I have to think about it.
Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah.
But it's really going to be crazy things. And then when you wear it out in public, people.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to respond to this. So then I also wanted to talk about this psychology trick to make customers love your brand. So let's listen to this. Number 1, using 3. Hold on, let me wait for it to pop up. It says use 3 acts in your brand story. So setup, confrontation, and then resolution. The setup is introduce the characters in your brand story. You and probably your customer, right? Number 2, present obstacles. That's like what problem is your product solving. And 3, resolve the conflict with the solution, which is your product is the solution to this problem. If I was to, let's say, have a short brand story for even just my prom season, if I introduce characters, an example would be, I would introduce parents because I love talking to the parents. So I would say my customer is the mom or dad who's looking for a professional custom designer to bring their daughter's dream dress to life without any mishaps in that process. The obstacle is you would have to, come. I don't know if it's an obstacle, but you have to do our consultation first, so we can go through your ideas and go through that process. I think maybe a confrontation is more of the problem, I guess. So I would have to say, like, okay, the problem is that it's hard to find legitimate custom designers that are actually going to deliver the product that you are looking to have. Clearly, everybody hears horror stories about prom season every year due to designers taking orders that they weren't prepared or had the skill to be able to. And then the solution is to go with your business. So use 3 acts in your brand story. Then he says the second one is use 3 words in your slogans or tagline. For example, Nike, just do it. I don't know what another tagline is. That's 3.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then use 3 colors to create your brand color palette. So let's say black, orange, and gray red, burgundy, and black. Basically using those 3 colors throughout to have your the way they, and then it says also have 3 product options in your pricing. So for example, 99, 129, and 199. So if you have, let's say, a clutch, a wallet, and a purse, then those be your 3 main items throughout your whole collection, just in maybe different colorways. But have the clutch be 99, the wallet be 129, and the purse be 199. Do I feel like I have a three main products? I guess the mini dresses, the gowns, but what's the third thing? Corsets? Just still the same products. Maybe I could introduce more of those, and I think have that as a introduction type product. But yeah, even that thought process, like thinking of a third product to introduce to your collection, so you can have that rule of 3. And then it also says 3 sizes in your text hierarchy. So the way you use text on your page, like a medium font, a smaller font, and a super big font, saying basically like this rule of 3 and all these different ways that you can use it in order to build the appearance that's going to stick into your customer's mind.
I can see that one.
Yeah. Let me look at a page. Who has a page? Zara? Let's look at Zara's page. Do they have 3 font sizes? I see 2 font sizes on this one. And so I see mostly 2 font sizes on all of their posts. Like a really big one and a smaller one. I don't see a lot of promotions, just static photos of like runway type looks or photography type things for Zara's page. Zara's page is kind of boring.
I was about to say, all the big brands, their pages are actually very boring.
Yeah, I'm not.
Why is it?
I'm not really feeling a page.
Like, they don't even do.
Maybe they realize there's no money in there.
A professional. They really just post a professional picture.
I mean, this is 3 different fonts. This is, first of all, 3 different types of font. None of these fonts are the same.
Right, because they say one, so they don't even want you to look at it. Yeah, they could do that chance to one.
Yeah, this one's a different one. This one is Pretty Little Thing. Pretty Little Things page is more vibrant. I like their pictures more. It makes me want to scroll through the page more than Zara's. Let me go to, what's a couture designer? Let's think Prada. Let's go. I'm gonna go on Prada's page. See what their page is looking like. A lot of, again, like magazine photography and then red carpet looks. I think their page is slightly boring too, but I don't know. I guess you get the point of the product brand. I don't like it though. The page overall is sloppy. It doesn't have like a cohesive look.
What does Gucci look like?
Gucci.
What do you know about that?
The clip. Gucci made a list. You know what? Gucci is. This is a nice page. It all looks like Gucci. It's very cohesive. They have their logo everywhere, even their backdrops. Even when it goes from a different scene to another scene, it still looks like this is the same brand's page. So I actually do like Gucci's. I'm on their Instagram, by the way, for those of you listening. But I actually do really like their page. Everything looks very cohesive and well put together and neat. So, are they using the rule of 3? No clue. I think they're using the rule of 1 because they just have like their Gucci letters and logo the same way over a lot of the photos. It's giving branding. It's giving marketing team.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on Prada and Zara, but it was not giving I have a marketing team. It was giving I'm doing this myself while laying in bed. So
maybe they want customers.
I mean, how can you use any of these things? Or what out of the things we talked about today do you think you would use in your fashion business?
Workshops. I think I'm going to start shopping at Joann's and my clothes.
Really? Okay.
Just because it's a correct store and fashion and dresses is so much more than it's whatever. Like you can make a dress out of anything.
Literally.
So being in a store and seeing what they have and not just having my creative sources be a fabric store and the same fabric store that everybody's going to.
Right.
That we all know about. I'm just thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
I'll definitely start on some Hobby Lobby, Michaels.
Yeah.
Joanns, but Walmart. More, but
no, Michael's bought them. Yeah.
Walmart probably.
But there are a couple Walmarts that have fabric. I just don't know which ones those are, and I've never been.
Because I see it online. Like Walmart, I'll have some.
Really, on their website?
It's not even on the website. If I type in Google and I say pink fabric, Walmart will pop up.
Okay.
And I'll see something like those. But when I go inside of a Walmart now.
Yeah. Okay. I think
so definitely it was for today. Community thing for sure.
Yeah. I think for me, I want to introduce a third product into my main product line. I think I've scaled back so much that I've scaled back too far. Like, I stopped doing menswear. I stopped offering certain alterations. I stopped doing, like, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, whatever, I'm going to do gowns only. Leave me alone. If it's not coming for a gown.
You don't want it to be there anywhere?
No, I do. I just want it to be specific. Like, so basically, I like just having gowns, but I think I could also do gowns, mini dresses, and corsets. Since I think when I do the corsets, like, I don't know if you remember the ladybug jacket that I did, and there was another corset that I did before that, which this was years ago, but it was that was a dress too. But even that dress, with the lady bought it for the event, the black one with all the random rhinestones on it, whatever. And I wanted to do dragonflies on it, but I couldn't find dragonfly pins. But stuff like that. If I just did specialty corsets with all like these little like animal pins and like different design aesthetics on these corsets, I would love to do that as more of a creative outlet. Because I think they're all like different and cool. But I just want to do only stuff that I want to do. That's what I was like, okay, what would I want to do? I think it would be corsets, mini dresses, and gowns. And that'd be it. I don't care nothing about no pants. I don't
You
care
said it before.
nothing about no blazers. I like wearing blazer dresses and stuff like that, but I don't want to make them custom. I can have it as my collection when I get manufactured, but custom is a no. But yeah, I think I would introduce that rule of 3. And then I like the idea of the 3 pricing numbers. But my pricing is going to be like $500, $1,000, $2K.
$10 or $50 or $100 and like $10.
Oh, really?
So every time I look at the tag, I really know how much it's going to be.
Okay.
Like it's never really 30 and 80 and like it's all the same price, everything.
And he didn't say it in this video, but in other stuff we've talked about, they talk about the 99 versus 100, and 100 is more of an exclusive number, like you're not trying to discount nothing, and then when you put 99, it's more of a discount mindset for items. So if you're trying so when you're trying to say that something is on sale or of lesser value, you put this is $99. But if you want to give it a more exclusive feel, you put it's $100.
Okay.
Or it's $1,000 versus $999. And that's why I always have even numbers. I don't never put nothing as 99, 98, 97. 50, 100, 2K, whatever. Like, I don't put no 99s for any of them. Because people will inch you down all the way to, like, if you go on some websites, they'll put everything as something 97. Or, something 98. Like, who has time? Just give me the rest of the dollars. Give me $100 bill. I'm not giving you $1 back. Just give me the hundreds. But yeah. Alright, you guys.
Alright, you guys.
Missed you.
Seriously.
Make sure you count your blessings.